Good morning. Good afternoon. This is the Experts About Nothing podcast. I'm your host Wesley, and we back. Brant, man, how you living?
Hey man, it's Tuesday, man. We out here making it happen.
I feel that. I feel that. Byron, man, how you surviving down there, man?
I'm good, baby. I'm trying to do more than survive, man. Trying to live it up,
Hey, man, I respect it. It's your time of the year, right?
Yeah. Hey,
Let's
I
go
come
ahead and turn
alive.
up
Man.
on them.
I come alive, right about this time,
Yeah, buddy.
Second quarter of the year, You got to put pressure on them for halftime.
I respect it. I respect it. Yeah, we sliding right on into it. It seemed like we skipped it for real. We was up in the 90s the other day. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, we short Durante. He said he's gonna be joining us here later, so we might get a Durante sighting tonight, people. But y'all keep on the lookout. But with all that being said, man, let's get into this thing. All right, man. I told you that Doc Rivers is trash, man. I tried to tell you. Look what we did done to these Bucks. You can't tell me now that the regular season has concluded, that he's not a trash coach, right?
Are the Bucks in the playoffs?
Is it because of him?
Look, man.
Look what?
I just want you to know the man 17 and 19 since he got the job. He done lost more games than he done won, brother Byron.
We're gonna have to see the run in the playoffs, though.
What run?
Can he tie it together for the playoffs?
Okay. With who playing?
That
he
is.
done ran Giannis. It ain't gonna be
hey,
Giannis
man,
like
Brad said. It's gonna be
man. Be honest, however you say his name. Man, in garbage time, in a series, he gonna be out there in garbage time.
He gonna get playtime. Big bro hurt. Little bro gotta get in.
But Byron, though, for real, when does he put it together in a series, bro?
In 08?
A long time, ain't it?
He
was in high school back then.
Oh, he said in 08 with not one, not two.
I was out of high school.
I was still over there. Brant was getting married out here in these streets.
Not one, not two, but three at the time Hall of Famers. 4 if you want to count Rondo now. I mean,
that's tough.
That man can't put it together. Doc Rivers frauded his way into a job, man. That's the only thing I can say.
But is Rondo a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Okay, why is Rondo not a Hall of Famer?
I was like, he got enough on his resume.
What do you want him to have on his resume? I think he probably one of the smartest minds on the floor when he's on the floor.
That's true though, but without superstars, you know what I'm saying, he didn't excel.
Okay.
He had some good points, but he never took off and was by himself where he was a focal point of the team. Like, he wasn't heading a team when he was the focal point of that team.
But is that his fault though?
Hey,
the man had legendary. Okay, let me ask you this, because this is something that I wanted to talk about anyway. Because somebody was talking about this, and I thought it was kind of blasphemous. But Steve Nash, Rondo, better point guard.
All depends. If it's regular season, I'm going with Nash. But playoffs, I'm going Rondo.
I'm going Rondo all the way around because I need you. What you say? When I need you, I need you.
I need you.
That's interesting though. So let me ask you, Byron, if you can count on Rondo more in the playoffs, right? And granted, given your normal quote, when I need you, I need you. Would that not then? And I know Steve Nash got an MVP. I'm not knocking it. Steve Nash is also a type of guard that could score a little bit more than Rondo because of the way his shot is set up, right? Rondo could shoot, but Rondo really, he ain't shooting with Steve. But if Rondo's a better quarterback in the playoffs, wouldn't that make you more valuable, really, technically, long term for your team? It means you're more likely to win when it really matters the most.
Brent, it's like so we got to go by their tally.
Okay.
So so we can't go by ours because if I'm going by mine, I want I want Chauncey Billups.
Okay. Well, all right. Let me ask you a question. And I seen somebody post this today about him.
But he not your Hall of Fame.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna take Steve Nash off for a moment. We'll bring Steve back for a second.
Okay.
Is Blake Griffin a Hall of Famer? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Now we can agree Rondo has more accolades than Blake, right? I mean, because
yeah, for sure. So
would we say okay? So you're not 100% that Rondo is a Hall of Famer, but we would say he's further up the ladder than a Blake is. Yes.
Yeah, because you add in the rings. If it wasn't for the rings, yeah. Okay. But everything else, I think Blake has, because Blake has. I think he got the Rookie of the Year. He has like the All-Star appearances over Rondo.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's about it. Blocks, he was probably top 5. Rebounds, top 5. Scoring.
But these are different positions.
At one point. But you gotta say, was he top 5? So was Rondo top 5 in his positions throughout the? That's how I'm grading them. Not you know what I'm saying, the actual points.
So Rondo led the league in assists multiple times. He's a multiple-time All-Star. He has 2 championships. You can say that when he's on the floor, he makes those teams better. I mean, what you got for me, Brent?
I want to toss this in too because we talked about the playoffs. Do you know that of the top 3? No, we'll do top 3. We'll do top 3 of the top 3 postseason assist leaders in individual postseason runs.
Yeah,
the only person that has assisted more people in a postseason run is Magic Johnson over Rondo. Rondo has out-assisted John Stockton, and John Stockton is the NBA's, in the regular season, the NBA all-time assist leader. Rondo outperforms John Stockton in the playoffs, not 1 season, but 2 seasons. John Stockton's best postseason, Rondo's got 2 better than that in the postseason.
I'm just saying, man.
I mean,
Rondo likes that in the postseason. I said I'm taking him in the postseason.
I mean, I'm saying he's
not making him a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I mean, he's sandwiched between 2 Hall of Famers. Now I get you. Now listen,
I think so, but going by their tally, no.
Okay, and I agree with you. If it was just regular season, you got a point, Byron. But Rondo in a regular season is not jumping off the page. I get that, right? Yeah. I think with the postseason accolades, the championship runs, and then his impact to make the teams work, I think that they would have to consider him at least, and I'm not saying he's going to be first ballot and nothing like that, but I think that he would be somebody that should be able to get in, within 1 or 2 rounds, maybe 2.
All right. So I got his accolades up. This is pro Wikipedia, but I think these are accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know the first one in a second. 2-time NBA champion. We know that. 4-time All-Star. Okay. Also, 2-time all defensive first team, 2 times all defensive second team. He led the league in steals. 3 times he led the league in assists. I mean, I don't know what you want from the man, Byron. These are regular season accolades. This isn't postseason stuff. This is regular season stuff.
You said 2 times, and then you said how many times?
Which one?
So two time all first team defense. So
all first, yeah.
And then 2 times second team. So he made a defensive team 4 times in his career, either first or second team as a point guard.
2009, 2010, 2011, 2012. And also in 2012, he also led the league in assists. So he was on the second all defensive team, and he led the league in assists that season as well.
So all defense 4 seasons. Do you feel like you have to be dominant at least 5 or 6 seasons?
But then you adding all this other stuff in here too, though, Byron. You also led the league 3 times in assists. So after you did all that stuff defensively, then you led your teams in assists 2012, 2013, 2016. And in 2010, he also was the steals leader as well.
I think you have to look at their gauge and say, where do they cut players off at?
And I feel like Rondo is not somebody that they don't like. So I feel like he's getting in.
Right.
I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. Okay. I would like for him to be in. I would like for him to be in, but I don't see where they would let him in. Because where was because that's still not like, it doesn't jump out to you.
It doesn't jump out to maybe somebody that just, casually watch basketball, ain't seen Rondo do his thing, but Rondo.
Yeah, Rondo is like that. But then you got to look at players like Chauncey. Then, you know what I'm saying? You have to.
I mean, I don't disagree with you on that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't disagree either. And I would make a case that for the most part, most people that win finals MVP, you should probably do a real good look at their body work, because 9 times out of 10, if you're finals MVP, I'm not saying every time, but in most cases, your finals MVPs, they should probably be Hall of Famer. Not every time.
So do you put a player like a Iggy in there?
I said 9 times out of 10. That's a discussion you have to have. I started with, I would say 90% of the time. Iggy might be the one off, but I'd have to look at his career statistics. Now, Iggy is an all-star, right? He's a multiple-time all-star, right? He's a multiple-time champ. He is that. Every team that he played for, each team he played for made the playoffs every season he was on the team.
Yeah.
Including Denver.
The Heat went to the finals.
Right. So Golden State, of course, right?
Golden State. And
76ers went to the finals. That was after AI them left, right? So it was his team, him and Kyle Korver. So, I mean, you could make a case for an Iggy, right? But, like, take Iggy out for a moment. Think about your other finals MVPs. And, again, right, because we can have an argument about whether Andre is or isn't. To the same extent we can with Rondo. But you look at it, right, the other finals MVPs, Paul Pierce, that's a Hall of Famer, right? Dwayne Wade, Hall of Famer. LeBron, when he finally hangs up course, Hall of Famer, right? Giannis, probably if he keeps on his course, Hall of Famer. Like the finals MVPs, unless they're a random person that randomly shines only once in the finals, right? And they don't never, generally, if they have the body of work throughout multiple seasons, at least some body of work, they probably generally going to be, easy to become that. Again, unless you got a player like Iggy where tail end of their career, they're riding, not saying Iggy didn't perform, but riding coattails of a Steph or Clay or the Splash Brothers, however you want to look at
it. Once again, we've talked about this before, and we can talk about it again. That 75, team that they got. So you can take some names out there and put some others on there, but
right. And to be fair to Steve Nash, we've done a lot of talking about Rondo's. I'm not knocking Steve. The problem is Steve, but the problem is Steve. When you needed Steve the most, Steve could never lift the team up and over the hump. Now, granted, a lot of times he was playing with people that were supposed to be able to be a little bit more firepower than he had, right? But you look at the body work in the playoffs, and that's the one thing that Dirk finally got off his back by beating the Heat in 2011. Dirk was like, it didn't matter, right? They had a ragtag team of people who just wanted to win. And Dirk said, hey, Mavericks, get on my back. They can't stop us. Steve never had that. So, I think Steve's a great player. I think Steve obviously is probably going to be a first ballot Hall of Fame. Like, I think he's all that. But I don't know that I would preclude Rondo against Steve. And I would say situationally in the playoffs, I'm with you, Byron. Give me Rondo all 7 days of the week in the playoffs. We playing for all the chips in the bag. Yeah, give me Rondo.
Steve Nash is nice, but Rondo, as the folks say, Rondo got that dog in him.
Yes.
So I'm taking Rondo. I'm taking Rondo over Steve Nash, and I do think that we need to go ahead and let Rondo in that Hall of Fame when it's that time. I mean, he just retired, so let's see the chips fall.
I'm just curious about where they put the bar at, because I feel like it shouldn't be no pen. It's got to be current players got to or something like that. It's gonna have to be players to vote you in. All these writers and shit. Like, players, bro. Players.
I don't disagree with you, but you do got you got players that turn into writers. So there's that too. Not that often, but it does happen.
No, show your name.
Give me your accolades.
Byron, I need to see your credentials when you vote.
Show me your old building pass before you can vote. Let me
I don't
know
feel like let's say I start writing and they tell me vote for Hall of Fame. I'm not qualified because I wasn't on the court with him. I don't know if they feared you or not. Because Rondo could have 5 points, 2 assists, 2 steals. Yeah, that looked like bad game. But if everybody on the court like, man, we can't let him get off. Yes, we can't let him get off. Or the other dude got 25 because he had to pass it to him or defer to him or they had to run the play around him. Who's more the feared player? I feel like the person with 5 points more the Hall of Famer.
I mean, and Rondo's just general impact of making everybody else on the floor better because he can see the floor. He knows what's going on. It makes him, very valuable.
I think Rondo is what we would have said prior to an Allen Iverson, right? I mean, maybe even go back to a Zeke. He is what you would say a prototypical point guard should have been. His job is to be an extension of the coach. He brings the ball up the floor, sets the
offense. That ain't no Allen Iverson.
But Byron, put your listening ears. I said prior to AI, what we would say a prototypical point guard is. AI really was a two that started.
No, I was like, that definitely no. I was saying it's not like no Allen.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, now the league has evolved to where guards, like point guards, score the rock now, right? Like you think about it, there was a time where you could count on one hand the number of point guards that would actually initiate offense in scoring, right? Rondo was like, he was that old school guard. Like Rondo, like, oh, I can give you 20 if it was a good night, but like my job really ain't to do that. My job put the ball where it's got to be. I'm gonna play hard defense. I'm gonna be an extension of the coach on the floor. I'm gonna make the team better. I'm gonna tell everybody to be in their positions. We're gonna communicate on defense. And we don't talk about this enough. I almost wonder how much of Rondo being exposed to Kevin Garnett, right? And the type of defensive prowess KG has and the knowledge he had, of Paul Pierce, who had been through some things in the league, an all-star, and then Ray Allen, who's a shooter and an all-star, how much of being around greatness helped him be that much better. Obviously, it would help his assist number because he's putting the ball where it needs to be, but then learning from them, watching them in real time on the floor, some of that I think helped Rondo grow his game, where I feel like if he was drafted by another team in a different situation, maybe Rondo's not the same guy, right? So we don't know. But I do think he benefits from having them. But we've seen Rondo take that and go other places and do well. He just didn't have – his other teammates weren't up to the same level of excellence that he had in Boston. Because when he went to L.A. and he had the King, they won another ring. It's interesting. And we don't know what Chicago could have been because Rondo broke his hand. And so we never got to see what him, D-Wade, and Jimmy could do together. That was the other piece. That was a one-year experiment. So –
that was a good team. That was a solid team.
Yeah.
But I wanted to explore that because I thought that was somebody actually comparing those, and we just kind of sort of fell into it. But yeah,
score update: 1 possession ball game, 91-89, 5:30 left in the game. Lakers holding on by 2.
Oh, lovely. They should work on that. They should absolutely work on that. For those of y'all that don't know what we're talking about, the Lakers are currently playing the Pelicans as the play-in game. The winner of this is going to go play Denver. Which not necessarily that you want to do, but you also don't want to be hanging on the threads of being kicked out, because they'll have a one-shot elimination game after this to see who actually will stay in. So, the Lakers are hanging on right now. They had like a double-digit lead at some point in time. They have seemingly given that away. So, anyway, we'll get back to the show. Brant, we got another LeBron hater, general hater update, but it's not from who you think it is from.
Oh, okay, so not Paul Pierce this time. Okay, cool.
Not Paul Pierce this time. This time it is the one and only Kwame Brown. Kwame has fixed his country lips to say the following. He said, LeBron is not a GOAT. No one in the league thinks LeBron is a GOAT. It's just a narrative that they pushing. So I just want to get y'all's take on that.
Well, he ain't in the league, so he can't say who in the league.
I mean, when he was in the league, was he in the league?
Yeah, he was in the league.
Or
I mean,
in the league,
he played with Cole.
He did, but was he in the league outside of others? Is what I'm just saying. It seemed like a lot of people playing on a different level. This man talking about, I don't understand why I think he wants the attention. It's got to be that.
I mean, when
Brand, talk to me.
When a man, okay, I looked it up because I was curious. I knew this.
Don't tell me you pull up the stats. You ain't got to pull up the stats.
No. It ain't even the stat you're thinking about.
Okay.
LeBron James is 14-6 against Kwame Brown. That man done lapped you. That man done lapped you more than twice. Kwame, sit down. Shut up. And here's the crazy part. Here's the crazy part. Rookie LeBron James beat Kwame Brown. Not the LeBron we know now. That's different, right? Because that's the king. He didn't. No. November the 8th, 2003. LeBron still hit the ink on his contract was still wet.
Mm-hmm.
That man beat Kwame them in the game. LeBron played 45 minutes and he was plus 14 in the game. Kwame, have several seats, sir.
I don't like. I love to know his real reasoning for doing the antics that he does. He looks like a hater every time he does it. Like, I don't know a time that he's I've seen him really give up, like big ups to somebody. It's always something in a disparaging manner somewhere, somehow for Kwame Brown. Like even Paul Pierce has this moment where he'll say something that's good about somebody, including LeBron. Actually, it depends on what he's been drinking. But
that's after KG done assaulted the man verbally, trying to get him to come on, P.
Yeah, but Kwame had his moments. You know what I'm saying? There was one game that him and Kobe combined for like 80-something points, and Kobe had 81. So
yeah, it's crazy, right? It's crazy, right? It's crazy how two people combine.
I mean, the man played in the league. What we talking about a while back? Like 12, 13 years. So I'm not saying he don't have NBA knowledge. He played the game, but sometimes a hater gonna be a hater, and even if he's a well-paid hater who made a career getting paid, a hater is still a hater at the end of the day. And maybe for Kwame, to me, this is the thing. Kwame could have said LeBron is not my GOAT, but I can see why he's in the conversation for one of the best players all time. That's a different statement, right? Because you can have Mike. And Mike is probably his GOAT because Mike drafted him. Let's all be honest. Mike is probably his GOAT because Mike drafted him. LeBron could be 10-0 in the finals, and Kwame probably still would dredge up this statement just because he could. So I mean, but because he said just kind of unilaterally that LeBron isn't great, I mean that's
he said none of the players consider him to be the GOAT. He's speaking for all the players.
Kwame, how you speaking for everybody? Hey yo,
he said none of the players believe this, man. I mean, this is the quote that I heard. This quote I heard, man. He was out here talking reckless, man. Y'all.
Maybe he meant to say that people aren't afraid of LeBron. I have heard other people say they're not afraid of LeBron. Whether or not that's a smart business thought, I don't know. But I've heard people say that LeBron seems to be a nicer guy than Mike and than Kobe were, like personality-wise. So I can see why, LeBron can give you the work, but at the end of the day, he grinning at you, shaking your hand, dapping you up, whatever. Yeah, some cats don't like that, but like, I don't know that I could be like, no one thinks LeBron's great that plays in the league today. That's insanity.
That's Kwame Brown. What is it? I think he's South Carolina's own Kwame Brown, if I'm not mistaken. And Now, granted, he got his money. He got his money. You know, he doing whatever he doing in life right now. But the man is outrageous. Corey said that's crazy. Absolutely, is crazy. But that's where that man's living at right now.
Hey, listen, Kwame. Wes, how long that man been in the league? How long LeBron been in the league?
What he on right now?
Year 21, right?
21.
He been an all-star how many times? Ain't that 20? Ain't that what we know?
How many times? Well, let me ask you this because it's easy to do this. We can count how many times Kwame was an all-star.
I'm just saying for the man to say that the man ain't great. I
don't even need I don't even need fingers for this. I'm just saying. How many times has Kwame Brown been an MVP? I wait on that one. We wait on them for a while.
No, we can go lower than that. How many times has Kwame Brown been the leading scorer for his team in a game?
Well, I guess we don't need fingers for that either.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's the thing. I'm not saying he ain't entitled to his own opinion about LeBron. That's fine. But you can't speak for an entire player. What Byron said. Bro, you don't play no more. You ain't in the league. Let me talk about people.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me, but we'll go ahead on past that and we'll leave Kwame alone. And I guess we'll jump on the football real quick. I guess we'll start with OJ. OJ made his last run. He passed away the other day.
God dog, Wes.
I mean,
he hit the last hole, Wes. He gone.
he did. He hit that last one. He checked out, but man, not to make fun of death, but my man has passed away. So what I don't like, and I think Shannon Sharp and them would talk about him, is that the folks that are like good riddance and all this other stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, he may not be the best person on the planet, but he still had family. Y'all can't be out here disparaging the man like that and going crazy on him just because he gone. I mean, shoot, that's crazy. But yeah. Juice is no longer loose. But with all that being said, rest in peace, OJ. But another thing that I found interesting as far as the NFL side of things goes is Tom Brady said he might be open to coming back. Now I definitely want to get y'all's opinion on that. How y'all feel about old TB12 jumping back on the field?
Look, if they paying Kirk Cousins $180, he should be able to get some bread.
Hey, yo.
Hold on. You forgot to tell the people home. Guaranteed. Don't just tell them.
Guaranteed. My man ain't never signed no shit that won't guarantee.
Hey, Kirk Cousins said, hey, man, my agent don't play. I went on and off the field.
The man coming off an injury. They don't even know what he got, Byron. They don't know what the man got in him.
Damn. Listen. A two-time league MVP had the bag for guaranteed money. This motherfucker ain't won nothing and getting every check he gotta get it.
I told you, man. I don't know who his agent is, but he worth every penny. He is worth every
shout
penny.
Out to Cuz. But
absolutely.
On the real though, Cousins you really gotta give him, he always been in the top 15. If you really look at how he plays and his stats, I mean, he can get the ball to you. I will say that. But it's just like in those times where it matters the most is just like, oh my God, like Monday nights. Oh man, whoever facing them on Monday nights, it's like he always lose on Monday nights. But any other time, I mean, throughout the season, he's good. But in playoffs, he just looks like a guy they picked up on the practice squad, waiver wire.
Hey, yo, Corey said, how much is she getting that divorce? Yeah, let me get back out there. That's what he's saying Tom is thinking. Hey, I mean, so here's the thing. When the season starts, if Tom was to come back, if a team was to make him an offer, he was to come back and be the starter, he'd be 47 years old. So, I mean, that's a lot for a 47-year-old, ain't it?
I think he can do it.
I mean, granted, Tom has always been in shape, taking care of his body. He's paid his people. I mean, he went to this, to these efforts to make sure that his trainer was with him at all the time. The only other person I've seen do something like that is Lewis Hamilton, where the trainer's got to be with you at all times, and he do all these extra stuff. So he has conditioned himself, but boy, the protect the quarterback rules need to be outstanding. Which he says that a lot of the rules are ruining the game too. In the same interview that he did, which some of those rules were put in place because of him, but
I just feel like. So if he comes back, right, I think he could play. I'm with Byron. But Byron, here's the other part.
Oh, I got one piece for you, Brand. Real quick before you say what you got to say.
Okay.
The first team that he mentioned coming back to was the Patriots.
That's stupid. That's stupid. Tom, here's the thing. That's stupid. I'm going to tell you why it's stupid. Tom, you 46, you're going to be 47. Last thing you want to do is play, 9 games outside in the cold in Foxborough. Okay, them first 3, they might be all right. After that, it's going to be pretty cold. And that old, almost 50-something-year-old body, like, you great, your mind is great, you kept your body in good shape. But one thing that ain't going to get better is them joints. That's dumb. You need to go somewhere warm, like back down to Tampa or somewhere where it's warm, or a dome place. You want to play somewhere cold? Be indoors. Be in a dome.
Yeah.
You think about how Bill let Tom go, and Tom still had about 3-4 more seasons left on him, man.
You see what happened when he left?
Yeah. But Tom was down there where it was warm, and Tom made sure he had home field advantage. Tom was in the place that didn't get below, 45 on a cold night. Tom was out there freezing. It's a little chilly, but them bones were still nice and warm.
Yeah. They had some nice little heat on him. He out here about to go freeze if you go back. But I mean, so because he has some ownership, he would have to give that up anyway. So he had to give up what he has to go back. So I don't know if he'd be willing to do that, but in his barbershop interview, he was talking that talk. So I push the bar, Tom. Go ahead on and do it. Push the bar.
Well,
just don't come back to the AFC East. I don't want to see you. Don't come back over here. We don't want you. Talking as a Jets fan, y'all know what it is.
Well, we know he ain't coming to the NFC East because we his kryptonite. Well, except Dallas, but we his kryptonite over here. He don't want them.
That might be the best place to be.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Hey, Brandon, would you if you had the opportunity?
Absolutely not. Because you didn't let me get to my point. Let me explain.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
Tom is going to be great. Tom is going to be great till he get that wide open Brett Favre, we knocked you out hit. It's all fun and games till TJ Watt get loose on you. He done broke free of his man and he light you up. Because think about it. Tom didn't just retire like in this last offseason, right? Tom been gone a year.
Well, and that was Tom's problem. I'm telling you, whenever Tom got hit, he would get up looking like a deer in headlights. When that line started deteriorating in Tampa, he'd be getting up looking lost.
And that's the thing. Like, I think Tom, if they keep him clean, can Tom play? Yes. Can Tom win? Yes. But the problem is you can come to a point sometime in the season, most likely in the playoffs, but maybe not, depending on where he ended up trying to sign. You're going to get a team that's got some good defenders. And somebody will come loose and light him up.
Who's the Broncos quarterback right now?
Well, you want him to go to Mile High?
No, I don't think he should. But who's the Broncos quarterback? I just think about a parallel.
I don't know the ghost of Christmas Past on that.
Well, they should let him go to San Fran, bro.
Oh man. You put him over there? Yeah, that's a problem.
That's a whole problem.
Brock Purdy, no offense to your brother.
Tougher than that, because if Tom signs with them, right? Brock Purdy waiting in the wings and learning from Tom. So now, because you're not letting Brock go, right? Because that's your insurance policy in case Tom get hurt, right?
Right.
Tom might have, he come back. I figured, he might, a year or two, Byron. You don't think he signed a 3-year deal, right? You think he maybe 2? Yeah, like 2 years. So
2 years, man.
You keep Brock in case Tom get hurt or something, but also you say, well, shoot, if you were, and I'm not saying that my man is all that, but if you was that good behind Jimmy Garoppolo, we know what Jimmy G is. Good God Almighty, you give him the GOAT. I don't know what that boy might turn into. So and we've seen them do a pretty good job of keeping Purdy more or less clean, right? So, and the offensive weapons are all there. So is that our only hope to beat Patrick Mahomes? We got to bring Tom Brady back. Golly, that's what we've become now.
But you know what would be crazy is that if he went to San Fran, which would be crazy, he has part ownership in the Raiders. So like I said, he had to fold that up for sure if he's out that way. I mean, obviously Raiders in Vegas now and not in Oakland, but still. I mean, I think he even threw out the Raiders as maybe a team, but like it still wouldn't work. You can't be an owner player, so
it'd be like Jordan.
They ain't gonna allow that.
Oh.
And don't curse my man with making bad decisions. Don't do that.
That's tough.
But I mean, granted, he has a small percentage of the ownership in this because it's a group that he's in. I think he did this with. So it's not just Tom Brady, but he would have to, like I said, bow out of that to get with that. But we'll skip on past that. I don't know if y'all watched or hey, well, he said he would. I mean, he said he might do the Raiders, but it would be interesting. I would shoot. He got some targets out there now.
They got targets. Do you think? And okay, interesting concept. Head coaches, once again, a defensive-minded coach.
Hey,
so I mean, Tom would sort of kind of have. None of the coordinator probably calling the plays, but more or less, Tom probably got more experience than the coordinator guys. So I mean, really going to be Tom's show to run.
I mean, Antonio Pierce, AP seemed to be doing work out there. I mean, he took that team from being struggling, looking rough to looking like something. He secured his job when he didn't have one. So hey, it could be possible. It absolutely could be possible. And I don't know. I'm here for the foolishness. So Tom, if you want to come back and give another division a problem, go ahead. Just stay away from mine. That's all that I ask you.
He only gave y'all division a problem, bro. He ain't really give nobody else division a problem.
Well, we're prisoners of the moment because Byron, when he met the NFC East in the playoffs, we was kicking tail and taking names. I mean, you think about it. Dallas sent him home the last time if he doesn't come back right now. We never beat him prior to that in his career, but we sent him home. Don't never forget the Philly special. Nick Foles put magic on him. He just said, "Hey, Tom, I see what you're trying to do." They put magic on. The Giants got him twice. They said, "Hey, you thought, Tom, you thought."
Yeah.
But all them other rings, though.
Hey, like I said, he don't want no part. Tom, let me give you a word of advice. Stay away from any division that ends in the word East. Stay away from any division ends in you might be all right. He can go beat up on the boys in the NFC South again. That's his business. He can go beat up on the boys in the NFC West. That's his business. He can go AFC West. That's his business. Tell you what he ought not to do. Don't come back over here with no smoke.
But Byron, you can't say that he ain't never gave no other division a problem. The man got how many rings? Super Bowl rings, Super Bowl championships. You know what I'm saying?
I see he ain't beat the NFC East but one time in the Super Bowl. Every other time that man lost.
I respect that.
And the only reason he got them is because Donovan won't ready. Because T.O. said, "I'm here to play, baby."
T.O. came out there with he still had stitches in. He had the hospital. He's like, "I'm ready, baby."
2 picks in the red zone. You can't make it up, bro.
No, I think if Donovan was more prepared, crazy thing. Tom Brady would be over against the NFC East in the Super Bowl. He got Donovan on a bad Donovan day.
On a bad chunky soup day. He was still eating that chunky soup.
He got sick in the huddle, so
threw that stuff up.
but that's what I'm saying. T.O. came to play. Yeah. And the defense kept him in the game just enough, even with the 2 red zone interceptions, right? Think about it. Even with the 2. So Donovan just needed to have one more good drive. He didn't have to be great. He just had to be good. T.O. was great. He just had to be good. Crazy part about it is the day it won the Super Bowl, T.O. would have been Super Bowl MVP. So, I mean.
I think T.O. would have had a different life.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Taylor would have had an absolutely different life if that would have if that all that would have went down in Philly's advantage to win it. You know what I mean? I think yeah, that's a different life right there.
That's crazy, right? Just think about it again. If Donovan could just had one more good drive, Tom would be over against the NFC East in the Super Bowl. Ain't that crazy? Oh yeah, Wes, he beat up all them other people. Them other people don't play nobody most of the time in their division. Go back and look at the list. I mean,
I recall the list.
Go back and look at the. I mean, I ain't. Hey, Carolina. No offense to y'all. Won't nobody great in y'all division that year. Hey, Atlanta. No offense to y'all. Y'all was up 28-3. And won't nobody else great in that division but y'all. I mean, you know.
He, at the end of the day, he got it done. No matter who he was playing against, he got him.
St. Louis Rams. Hey, I hate to be the one to tell you, won't nobody else doing on that division but y'all. Y'all was the greatest show on turf. Tom shut that show down. Oh, look, it was so bad. Kurt Warner took a whole decade to get right and get back to a Super Bowl. I mean, you know,
that's true. You know, obviously the team took and moved, so you know, there's that too.
So, yeah, but you got to understand, Brady went a decade, you know, in his career without going to a Super Bowl. Well, you know, so without winning one.
That's just the magic of Tom. Tom, like, listen, I got everything happening over here.
Yeah,
that's the thing. You can make it. You can come back. You can come back again, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, but it's just 47 years old though. Don't hit the man. We know Father Time has been undefeated. We see what happens out here in these streets. By the way, Brent, what's the final of the score of the game?
We got 14 seconds left. It's a 4-point game. It's 106-102, 14.8. Pelicans have the ball to inbound.
But dude, are the Lakers up?
Lakers are up by 4.
Oh, that's all I need. We good. We good, baby. We out here in these streets.
Ain't no, you're not. It's a 2-point game, 11.2.
That's okay. They got a foul.
They got a foul, but you got to listen. You got to make both these free throws. You missed one.
Yeah.
And Austin got it. AR got it. I'm assuming they're gonna inbound to him.
Yeah, AR got it, and he did get they call it. It's 10 seconds left. So AR, he hit both these. Y'all got, you know, y'all should be straight. Well, that's still technically not true. With 10 seconds left, you come down. Y'all get
come down, hit a 3.
No, y'all get stupid. No, y'all get stupid to foul a 3-point shooter and he hit it. Man, different ball game.
That's tie game. Oh, well, it's 4 points. We hit both of these shots, right?
Yeah, I know, right? So you're not at the woods yet.
Yeah, we good.
He hit the first one. AR-15 hit the first one. Let's see what he got.
Hey, AR, I trust you.
And Reeves, you believe? Hey, believe you? Okay, got it.
I believe he'll hit these. I ain't too concerned about that now.
Well, the first one was good. Let's see what number 2 look like.
Hey, he ain't got no Giannis.
My man is 2 for 2.
Hey, man, he ain't got no Giannis time. He gonna hit them things. We ain't worried about it. But while they slide on back down the floor and do whatever it is they gonna do, did y'all watch the any of the WNBA draft or see what was going on up in there?
Yeah, of course. It was when Kaylin got picked number 1. Reese got picked up by
the Sky,
Chicago
Sky.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those are the ones that people were watching, but for real, what they really should have continued to watch the Sky for when they picked up Cardozo, and then they came and got Angel Reese.
They got size for days.
Your boy D Wade did a good job.
They got size for days.
You know, the Aces, they picked up some pieces that they needed to you know, try to come through and do what they do.
I mean, but they back to back. They said we finna run it back a third time.
Hey man, you see Candace back over there?
They listen. They say, we got something happening cooking out here in Sin City.
Yeah, they picked up some nice little pieces. I think the WNBA will continue to get the people that were watching that they picked up during the college game will follow to the WNBA. I mean, they got the fever on for I don't know how many games, but whatever. They gotta see Kaylin, you gotta see what's going on.
I think it's just 4 of the games are not televised.
Hey man, they said, look, we know where the money at. Everybody want to either they love or they hate her, but either way they're gonna watch it to see what happens. So
well, they got, you know what I'm saying, they got the person that's can springboard the sport. So, so might as well just ride the coattail. I got tired of hearing about her and Angel. Like it was like some rivalry. Well, it is a rivalry, but it's like it's more on the team than them two. Like
Well, they made their own rivalry, so it is a thing because the whole "you can't see me" thing and old girl pointing the rings and things like that. So but at the end of the day, and then Caitlyn is cocky all the time just because she is. So you got two people that are confident in their game and in themselves and what they can do and what they can do for a team. So I mean, you you hear Caitlyn, she's like, buy your tickets now, they finna sell out. So she already out here in these streets talking that talk. So we're gonna see. I hope that the W does get the attention that it deserves, and people start coming through and tuning in, and the ladies start getting to pay something similar in the treatment, something similar to what the fellas are getting. But we'll see. We'll
you
see.
know that ain't gonna happen, man. Come on, man. They got a lot. They got a long ways to go before they start getting that type
Hey
of pay.
man, hey, you gotta start somewhere, right?
Right. Well, I think what's helping them
Start
is
digging it out the bottom. Oh, go ahead, Brent.
I think what's helping them is it's going to be a long term. It's going to be a long burn to get there. But I think the fact that there are a small number of WNBA teams, but the amount of talent coming out of women's college basketball now is so great. Like you had teams with 3 people that should be drafted, right? And on some of these squads, right? 3 people that are worthy of being drafted by a WNBA team. But you ain't got but like what, 8 in WNBA teams?
Well, they talk about expanding to another, but yeah, they looking. What they say the other one they were trying to get it to be from? Oh,
Is it just 8 or I thought it was 12?
Is it 12?
I think it's more than what Brand said, but I'm trying to think about the next team. Is it? Oh, what was the other team gonna be from? Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember where they said the other team was going to be from now.
Yeah, 12. You're right, Byron. 12.
But they only had another, but I can't remember where it's supposed to be from. Oh, why don't I just look it up? Instead of trying to use my brain. That's
still pretty good though.
They should add 2.
They need about 20.
Well, they were talking about adding. Oh, okay. So one is in Philly. They're talking about maybe doing one in Philly.
Okay.
And then there was another place mentioned. It was 2 places. I just can't remember. What the other one was.
Oh, so here are your options. So you got Philly, Toronto, Portland, Nashville, and South Florida. This is per the Bleacher Report. And their goal is 16, Byron, so they're going to get close to your 20 number. Because I figure if you're already at 12, you need to at least keep it even so you keep your conferences, kind of split, evenly.
Yeah.
But they say the goal is to get to 16.
So you all would get one to hang off y'all then. So you would get a Miami WNBA equivalent if it's South Florida.
If it's South Florida, yeah. You could get a Denver hanger, Portland hanger, Toronto or Philly hanger. So, I mean, if you think about it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So they've listed 5 areas here. And they're talking about 4. So really, you just drop one of these and you got your 4 most likely cities.
Yeah, I mean, all those places would support the game. So I mean,
put one in Richmond though,
bro. We don't have an NBA team in Richmond.
It don't matter though.
He's right about the Connecticut got a WNBA team. They don't have an NBA team. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you need to somebody jump out the window. Says we need something, bro.
I mean, it'd be nice, but you already got the Mystics though. So
they DC. Well, we could. I was
what I'm saying. I mean,
Virginia Beach. We could take them Virginia Beach. Right. That would create enough space between the Mystics and
that'd be that would work.
Saying. Richmond would put you 2.5 hours. That's kind of close. And Richmond by itself done that, but you go down in the Tidewater and you probably have enough people. Now, whether or not you have enough, and I don't know how they do this. Sometimes organizations look at the median income of the places where they get ready to open a franchise because they know that they can make X amount of money based on what the median income of the population is that's local. So I don't know what, off the top of my head, I don't know what the median income would be for Virginia Beach. But if it's in the sweet spot, then I mean, I'm with Byron. You get that. You bring a team to a market that's hungry for any kind of professional sport. Because right now we got nothing, not a zilch.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I know DC is up there. The DMV area exists, but Washington, anything. I mean, no offense to the people who are Commanders fans or the artists formerly known as the Redskins. For those of you who hanging on to that piece of it, I just. Like I can't. I enjoy watching them from time to time. I've been to see the Wizards play, not because I wanted to see them, but vicariously because Miami.
That's why most people go see the Wizards play. Man.
I've seen Baltimore play them, and I enjoy watching Lamar. Right,
but that was free. That's a difference. No,
people don't need to know all of that. That's not their business. What I'm saying is, I can appreciate them for what they are, but I could never call them necessarily my own. But we get a team here. That's a little different, I mean, I don't have a WNBA team, but we get one in the VA. Hey man, listen, I'm about to ride with the home team, man.
I say, just give me a reason to travel on down to Virginia Beach. I ain't
got no other reason to go down there, but y'all give me a WNBA team. Hey, I have some reason to go down there.
I ain't got no reason to complain about it. I'll travel down there.
Down there. Yeah.
I mean, I'd be all for it. Like you said, I mean, there are some players that that did get picked over because it's just not enough. But we're gonna see how it all lands out. Because I mean, I do think that we could definitely have gotten more players in than what came about. But we all here for the competition, so let's just see if the support for the W continues, and we gonna hope that it's a better league for it. But with all that being said, let's get to this music. Let's get to this music conversation. Byron, and particularly you, man. What you think about I guess the beef that's going on and about J. Cole apologizing? Like, how you feel about, first of all, how you feel about J. Cole apologizing for him ripping into them boys and then saying, I ain't really it wasn't really in my heart. It wasn't really what I was trying to do. I won't here for it. How you feel about it?
I mean, he felt his age. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like going out there and balling on the young boys. You can do it, but I mean, you be like, man, I got work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I can give y'all this work, but I got stuff to do, man. I ain't gonna be out here all day balling with y'all, man.
But I mean,
you know what I'm saying? But I still can give you, you know what I'm saying, some points. I can put some wreck on your head, but
I mean,
I just felt like, you know what I'm saying, he just wanted to, it just wasn't him, man. I ain't mad at no man for apologizing. It is what it is.
That was my feeling. There's a lot of people that ain't on that level that what you thinking. Like, I feel like if you have the emotional intelligence to be like, hey, yo, that really that really ain't me. I'm not that guy anymore. I just did it because the boys was like, hey, man, you gonna let him talk about you like that? And to use your example, you out there on the court, them young boys run their mouth, and one of your boys be like, hey, yo, man, you see he run his mouth on you, what you gonna do? And you run up on him and slam on him real quick. Make that man a poster real quick. Like, I ain't mean to go that hard on you, young fella. Get up, you be all right.
Yeah.
My bad. I feel like he got pushed into it, and he's like, man, you know what? That ain't even what I'm on right now. I'm trying to be a grown man out here in these streets. I ain't trying to be beef. But at the same time, I mean, when you listen to the other tracks on the EP, I mean, he's still talking that talk on the other tracks too. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know, but I'm with you though. I'm not mad about it. But a lot of people are. Brand, man, how you feel?
I mean, well, first off, and the people of the world, the people of the culture can say what they want. It takes a special kind of person to take stock of where they are and be like, you know what? I just ain't got the energy for it. I mean, like Byron said, it just now, granted, in the 7-minute drill, my man has something for him, but I mean, I think, it's a sign of maturity. And really, if you think about it, right, in the grand scheme of things, how many, and I know that we often say sometimes that the beef that exists in music gives us great diss tracks, and so it gives us some histrionics to go by, right? So your Jay-Z and Nas's of the world, your Biggie and your Pac, and so on and so forth. But you just wonder, like, at some point, how much more, and we talk about this a lot of times in the days in which rap beef would get you killed, right? Think about how much excellence could still exist or could have been created if we could have our differences, but we grown men.
Brad, before you continue this, I think the old Diddler had something involved in both of those. So
I don't
look at the Diddler first before you blame it on.
I don't disagree, but without that component to the story, the way it was originally presented to us for the first 15 some odd years, right? Think about all of the things we could have had that we didn't because they allowed petty foolishness. Byron often talks about, I'm going to pivot for a moment. Byron talks about we can't work together, like as Black people, right? Mm-hmm. We're constantly, whether it's because we've been conditioned to hate each other because, somewhere along the line, people have historically told us that another Black man is a threat to us, right? If he's doing better or whatever the case may be. Or whether it's Black people won't help other Black people make it or whatever the case may be. But we're always being taught that. But look at, and I'm going to use this as an analogy, look at, and I know it's different because of the stylization of the music that we're presenting, but look at the other industries, right? You don't see the white rock groups tearing each other down. They may not always get along, but they're not shooting at each other, right? Okay. So they're still out there making money, making songs, doing what they want to do, okay? You don't see the country boys shooting at each other. They just out here making money. Oh, they might not like each other. They may say things for publicity and, to drum up attention to themselves and their group or whatever, but they're not actively taking each other out. And unfortunately for us, especially as it pertains to our community, and in particular as it pertains to the rap game, we have history of people taking people out, whether it's tangentially people around them, or whether it's the Diddler, who, as Wesley has intimated on 2 of these cases, his homeboy and his homeboy's counterpart in the beef,
allegedly, the Diddler,
the Diddler, right? So I just look at it and I just almost wonder, like, maybe that's part of it too. J. Cole's like, we're too, well, it's not just 2 because there's multiple levels of beef across many, many different people. So it's not just, but here we are, a bunch of Black brothers, right? All of us famous, all of us producing material, all of us of different levels of renown, but we're doing something. Why do we always have to be at each other's throat all the time? Like, we can't just simply leave well enough alone. Like, okay, so I don't, what you write is not as good as what I write. Fine. You're still making it. People are still buying your albums. People are still, and I think maybe that's part of what kind of said, you know what, in addition to whatever, pre-existing relationship he had with Kendrick prior to, I just wonder, like, at some point, do we ever learn? Because history repeats itself. It's very, cycle-like, right? We go through cycles. At some point, somebody got to be the one to break the cycle and say, hey, enough is enough. We can all eat bread, eat bread together.
Yeah, well, I regret to inform you, Brent, but Drake and Rick Ross ain't on that same mindset, ain't on that same level. Rick Ross is the elder statesman, and yet he calling Drake BBL Drake and all kind of other stuff, and they got their own separate beef that's going back and forth now. Like, you don't hear nothing from Kendrick. Kendrick is back in his corner. Everybody that responded to him, he back in his corner, probably pen on fire. Meanwhile, you got you got Drake and you got Rick Ross going at each other.
Well, Drake is the epitome of a light-skinned brother. Let's just go with that. Number one, he all the things that people say light-skinned dudes are, Drake is the embodiment of that. And Rick Ross is a cop turned rapper. It's just foolishness to me. It's just WWE, bro. Right,
yeah, absolutely.
Also, Rick Ross, didn't you watch that man's house burn down? Never mind, that ain't my business. I'm gonna leave that. That ain't my business.
That's Tyreek's house, so he said, "I ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't no fireman."
Hey, then listen, hold on. I got to pick on him. Now you a cop. Now you acting like, pardon me, folks, and I don't mean to bring race into it, But Rick, you acting like the white folks now. You taking shots at all the brothers. I ain't seen you take no shots at nobody that ain't of your community. You taking shots at the light skin, which hey, you know what? It's fine. Maybe Drake deserved it. But then you let Tyreek's house burn down in the process. They're gonna be like, hey, the firefighters were on the way. I mean, I figured y'all was all right, you know.
Well, you know, he for whatever reason, because he felt like this is the way to go. He also keeps calling Drake white boy. I don't know what that's supposed to accomplish, but he keeps calling him that too.
Okay. As the biracial component to the podcast. Oh, great. I know where you now stand, Rick. Good.
Yeah, Rick is outrageous in the stuff that he's going with right now.
How did hamburger meat working out for you, Rick? Yeah, you lost weight. You still got the hamburger meat. How that working out for you? And I'm not here to lift up Drake because I already told y'all he the epitome of light skin, so I ain't come to think of him either. But
but I will say the one thing about Rick Ross is he dropped this diss track within 20 seconds of Drake stuff come out. He was immediate with his. I'm like, what is this man? He knew it was dropping or something.
He knew it was
dropping. Like Drake up a point though. So Drake diss was a little better.
Well, I mean, yeah, we yet to see. And like I said, I feel like
it's still, you know what I'm saying, just entertainment though. I don't take nothing crazy from it.
That's the best thing about this beef. Sorry to cut you off, Byron. Go ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
The best thing about this beef is that it isn't, drummed up on actual violence. So you're not gonna see violence from it. So you will have just the gamesmanship of it, of people actually just, trying to out pin each other. It's just on the pin. Because ain't none of these dudes actual gangsters. None of them. They all got way too much money. I mean, shoot. J. Cole apologized at his own festival. Rick Ross is running around with all these bottles at his places.
His own festival, so he's getting some money.
Yeah, right.
At his own festival. You gotta have money to get money, because you gotta have money to have a festival. So we know you getting money. So, there's that. Rick Ross is in these lavish places doing all this stuff. So we know he getting money. Drake got his own plane, Air Drake. He flying around, which according to Rick Ross, that plane is from 1970 something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's still a plane and it works.
Hey, the man got a plane that's his. It don't make no difference what century it's from.
Yeah. So I don't know. And then you still got 50 Cent that's just out here egging stuff on as he does. So we're gonna see how all things land with that beef.
50 like a bull in the china shop, man. He got to mess with everybody on his way out the door. He like, hey.
Shoot, Ross said, he was richer than Drake. That's wild.
That's what he said.
Pull out their receipts, man.
He said, if you so rich, you got so much money, why don't you buy your man Birdman a house? He's got 4 closed on 5 years ago. Do something.
Well, if he couldn't help the neighbor whose house on fire, he ain't bailing out homeboy with real money.
We talking about Rick Ross talking to Drake. He was talking to Drake.
Telling Drake gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
because I guess Birdman had a house down in Miami somewhere, I suppose.
Well, he's no longer one of Birdman's booty boys, so he's not obligated. He's not obligated to help him, but that's not my business.
Oh man, I guess he moved on. So I don't know. It's good. It's real good. One other thing in the music game is our girl Beyonce is out here still catching heat about her album. Apparently, people still hating on it, and they're saying a lot of people are stuck on the fact that it's not the country that they like. I mean, it's not a country album in the first place. It's called Cowboy Carter, but it's not a country album. It's a multi-genre album. There are songs on there talking about it being multi-genre, but people don't like the fact that she did Jolene. They hating on that. They just hating now, but in general. But the thing about it is, she has Dolly Parton on the album multiple times, and Dolly Parton has been on record saying, "I want Beyonce to cover this song." So I don't get the hate, but Byron, man, how you feel about it?
I mean, if Dolly wanted to cover a song, she wanted to cover a song. I mean, music is music, man. It's just how you see things, and she was just telling you a story. So I mean, she's just telling a story, and it's how she want to tell it. I mean, I ain't no hate in my heart, man. If you want to do country music, do country music. If you want to do rap, do rap. If it sound good, it sound good. If somebody buying it, somebody buying it. Hey, man.
some of these people's racism is showing. That's what it really is.
Yes,
They're
man.
mad that the black girl from Texas that's been running the R&B game, running the pop game, is now trying to get into the country game. Bro, let it go. I mean, Taylor switched over into pop from country. Let that stuff ride, man. People gonna do what they want to do and live how they want to live. If the music is good, then the music is good.
Yeah, I mean, that's all that matters.
And if it's not a pure country album, because it's not a pure country album, it's like I said, it's not a country album. It's a Beyonce album. I don't know. Did y'all listen to it? Y'all listen to the album?
Some of it, yeah.
I've heard some of it, yeah. I mean,
it flows really well.
It's interesting that they made all this fuss about Beyonce, but we've seen other artists cross genres before. I almost just wonder, is it that they just feel that way because it's Beyonce, right? Because she's already this superstar, and so you feel like she's encroaching upon, because shoot. Nelly and was it Nelly and Tim McGraw?
Nelly's still doing country music to this day.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, now granted, different levels to a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't understand. Nelly don't get the hate. And I mean, I know obviously Nelly is a tad bit more country, like as far as the way he talks whatever, than Beyonce. Well, Beyonce she's from Houston, right? So she got the Houston leverage going for her. It's not like she's not from Texas. Okay, she sings about that. Like the thing she's saying, it would be different if Beyonce grew up in New York and she's singing about being from Texas. Oh, okay, I can see squinting a little bit, man. What you know about living? But she lived. I don't. So I think it's just hate because she's already there, and she decided she wanted to do something creative, something different, not totally different, but different enough that it makes it stand out from her other catalog. And people are just mad because they figure she's gonna print money over it. I mean, I don't get it. People are silly, but I mean, I'm with Byron. Music is music, man. Like, make music, and I enjoy just about every kind of music that there is. I like a little country, no matter what color the person is that sings it. If it sounds right to me and the rhythm sounds right and the lyrics hit, I'm there. I mean, what else you need from me? I mean, I don't care what. So that's the thing about it. And again, Byron said, like you brought up, Wes, Dolly co-signed it. Then that's also Dolly got to get her flowers. This sister been down with helping Whitney Houston. Her greatest song was a cover of So again, Dolly been down for a long time. If Dolly say it's good, folks, listen to Auntie Dolly. She trying to set y'all straight. Y'all ain't acting fools, and Auntie Dolly done told y'all what the deal is. Get on the program.
Dolly said, "Look here now. I want all my money, so y'all shut up and listen."
Right, because Dolly said, "Listen, I don't sing a lot no more. So since I don't do a whole lot of performing, this is how I make money now.
I'm finna get this money. I got a song with Beyonce. I'm featured on her album and her interludes, and she covered my song. Y'all shut up." And right. I mean, like I said, the music is well written. I don't know if y'all heard the 16 Carriages Over the Fortunate beat, but that is fire. That is fire. But some of the songs are really country, like Post Malone. He went from doing like rap stuff to country. He on the album. Miley Cyrus, she been back and forth between different things. She on the album sounding country as ever. That song is actually good in my opinion. Like I said, the album is good. It's good to listen to, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
They would defend Miley though. They'd be like, "Well, her daddy Billy Ray." You can hear the arguments people come. They're straw man arguments at best, Wes. But people conjure up any kind of reason to defend the other people associated with the project, from Dolly to Post to Miley, right?
What they gonna say about Willie? Willie the DJ on the joint.
Willie been smoking that stuff. You know what they gonna say. I mean, well, you know what they gonna say, Wes. They got something for everybody, but they never gonna give Beyonce her proper due. If she made a great album, she made a great album. It's cool to say that. It doesn't mean she's destroying country. It doesn't mean she's changing anything about country. She's not gonna just start coming to the CMT Awards and then like I just almost feel like, and this is
she's gonna be at the CMT Awards.
I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. And Byron, I know you don't like to lean too far political, but I think it's a political undertone to it. I think that they think, and granted, we don't say nothing about all of the lovely white fellas that want to rap. Right? We embrace them. Hey, we glad y'all part of the culture. I almost feel like they feel like we coming to take something that is theirs, even though music belongs to all of us.
I semi-endorse the statement that Brand said. I don't support any rapper that can't rap. I don't care if
I
black,
agree.
white,
I
in
think the
between.
talent has to be there. Yes, I agree with that. But what I'm saying is, if the talent exists, we embrace based on the talent, right? We don't shun you. If you can hang, you can hang. We don't care. You can hang. Well, Beyonce, we already know the girl can sing. We already know she's talented. So really, what it is, they feel like she's encroaching on whatever White Castle they got with country.
Yeah, they
Again,
think that she
there's
take
Ruckers
something
in there, so it's not just necessarily about race. It's about like she leaving one genre coming over, right? Because he don't get the same kind of hate she get. Of course, he been in there, a longer time. But that's the thing. Like, so what's different about her? Not even really crossing over, but dabbling a little bit in some of the themes that exist in country music. And the only thing I come up with is they're just like, they're taking it. In some circles, they're saying that the proverbial they take everything. And I think that's a little bit of what you see at play too.
Apparently, mind you, y'all know that Byron is not the biggest Beyonce supporter under the sun. We've established this on several episodes that he tries to get us canceled often about talking about Beyonce. But even Byron is in the boat that the stuff ain't bad, right? Right, Byron? That's how you feel.
It ain't bad.
And this is coming from Byron. Y'all done heard him say some crazy stuff about Beyonce.
It's facts though.
It's not sometimes, but it's okay. It's Byron logic, and that's the only thing that matters.
Let that alone. Let that alone. We must already get canceled this week. Let that alone.
He tried to cancel us like every other week, but it's Byron logic, and we love Byron logic, so it's okay. You know what I mean? We're gonna support Byron logic to the end, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's very interesting, but hey, man, y'all go out and listen to Cowboy Card if you haven't, and come back to this and give us your opinion on what you think about it. I mean, just listen for the music. Don't worry about if it's country, if it's pop, if it's hip hop, if it's R&B, because I mean, I'm gonna tell you, it's all of that, and I think it's well packaged.
Right.
I mean, you even get a little blues in there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the B in the R&B. So you think about it. I mean, I know you're saying more bluesy, but I mean, you think about it, R&B and country, they technically siblings anyway.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah,
especially,
I mean, you think
blues
about
in general. Blues is the same.
Yeah, think about the chords. And I know it's a deep thought process for some people who maybe want to go listen to the chords in the song if you know what that is, and then kind of compare. There's similar chords, similar cadence to the way the songs flow. Lyrics change a little bit. The accompaniment with those change a little bit, so it does sound a little different when you. But if you really get to the bass lines of it and things and the way that they're very similar. So
yeah, it's absolutely. The music is the music, and if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. I know some of y'all don't want to hear 16 carats and Texas Hold'em anymore, and that's fine. But listen to the other songs. It's plenty more there for you. So, go ahead on and get your serve of it, and come back and let us know what you think if you are so inclined to do so. But with all that being said, Brand, I take it the Lakers won.
The Lakers did win. They are on their way to Denver to play the reigning, defending world champions.
All right, well, we're gonna close out on that part right there, man. Byron, man, how you feel? How you feel about the Lakers' chance, man? The Lakers' chances against Denver.
I don't think Denver they're not as potent as they were last year. I feel like that. Say it'll come down to AD. If AD comes out and he's on some monster stuff, I got the Lakers winning 4-3.
Ooh, 4-3. 4-3.
Okay, I like that. Okay.
But it all depends on AD, man. LeBron can score 50, but I just feel like AD is the guy this series.
I got
AD
that.
is the guy.
He's
gonna have to step into that role, bro. You're gonna have to just take over a series. You know what I'm saying? Give LeBron this series so y'all can get ring number 5. That's it.
Follow up statement.
Go ahead, Brent.
Byron, I'm with you, and I see Durante maybe joining us. Byron, I see that, and I'll give you one more thing. If the Lakers can find a way to not let the others beat them, so AD's got to be a monster, but they have got to force Jokic to beat them. They cannot let because here's the thing: you're not gonna stop Jamal, But if you don't let those other role players get off, because Denver doesn't, even if both of them go off, they could both go off for 40. That's only getting you 80. They both go off for 50. That's only 100 points. You cannot let the others beat you. So the role players on Los Angeles have got to do their best job to not let, the KCPs of the world and the Porter Juniors of the world, they cannot let them get off, because if they do, they're going to be in trouble. But I agree with you. If AD can have a big series and they can find a way to slow down Jokic's help and make him and Jamal have to beat them, then I think the Lakers got a fighting chance. And I would give them a puncher's chance in 7. I really do think that if AD can come out and play, they can slow down the others. They got a chance.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you I'll give you my other view of it. I think that the Lakers need to get their others going.
I agree.
Like, is one thing. Bron probably gonna take the reins of this. Bron is gonna do his assist. He's been working on it. His last game prior to this one, I think he was gearing that up by feeding Rui. Rui just coming in, slashing in, and feeding him, and he's gonna have to get him going. And if he can get Rui and Austin Reeves hot, and then take a little bit of pressure off AD in itself, that's really what's going to win it for them. Now, we need AD to be good, absolutely. But if you can get 20 from those two others,
oh yeah,
and maybe get a little something from D'Lo as well, that's really where you're going. That's really where you're going to take over a series, because you're going to need to score. It's not going to be a defensive series. I don't see it being a defensive series, because let's be honest. It's not like Denver got a lot of defensive players. They ain't got a lot of dogs out there on defense. So, you're gonna have to put up some points. So it can't just be Bron and AD. Bron and AD ain't gonna win the game for you. I can tell you that right now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying, Byron?
Yeah.
Well, and if AD plays monster, to Byron's point, what's that going to force Jokic to have to do? Now, we know they don't play a ton of defense. But it is going to make him have to work on both sides of the ball. Sometimes Jokic, I'm not trying to denounce him.
He get lazy on defense.
He get lazy on defense. He's 7 foot forever. There's no reason why if a guy isn't coming down the lane and you ain't even got that far to reach, you could put up a hand and contest a shot. You probably could block some of the shots from some of the smaller guards. And there are times you look and Jokic is just watching the ball go up like on a little floater. You're like, Jokic, you could have got that like while it was still up, because then technically it counts as a block. You're not altering. My man don't even try. So that's what I'm saying. If AD can get in there and give him some work on the offensive end, make Jokic work on both sides of the ball, that will give the Lakers a better chance. But if, Jokic is just out there playing offense and just able to chuck up shots and throw the ball to everybody and rack up 15 assists, it's going to be hard for the Lakers.
Yeah. I think this right here is really going to be your Western Conference Final. I'm going to be honest with
you.
Yeah. Because I think this right here is going to decide how it's going to go. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that, I think it's all downhill for whoever wins this to probably win it all. Because I don't. Do you see any of them other teams being a problem?
Not unless Golden State turns into some sort of ghost of Christmas past. But golly, I asked you earlier, could they get hot 4 times out of 7? Now I'm asking them to get hot 12 times out of 21.
They got to come out this play-in first.
I know they right now they're struggling against the Kings, so there's that. But yeah, no, I think the other teams lack experience. I think when you look at it, OKC, not an experienced team in the playoffs. Timberwolves, not been in the playoffs, but not an experienced team on a run in the playoffs. Right? They've been a one and done team. You can make a case Kyrie's got a little bit of longevity as far as making playoff runs because of being a champion. But really, you think about it, Dallas Mavericks as it currently constructed, best thing they've done is make a Western Conference Finals with Luka as their main guy. So they haven't got over the hump, right? And so when you look at Suns as they're currently constructed, they're good, but they ain't that great, and they ain't got no bench, and that's part of their problem.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and again, you think about it, KD is the only person in there that really can brag about hardware, right? Book been there, but Book ain't won. No offense to Book, he's a great player. Book ain't won, and Bradley Beal definitely, no offense to Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal definitely ain't won nothing. Mm-hmm. So, you got one dude there with excitement. I think your two most experienced teams, if they can manage to get in and win their first round matchups, that might be your only, like if the Lakers beat Denver somehow, the only roadblock I would see is if Golden State got hot and then they would meet in the Western Conference. That would be a crazy Western Conference Finals. But, I mean, a lot of have to go right for us to get that set up.
Draymond have to stay in the series long enough to do that. So
got to keep his hands and his feet to himself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then, I don't, and then coming out the East, we talked about earlier, your Heat need to go head on and I guess try to establish some things. But I mean, as long as Doc is coaching for Milwaukee, Durante, your man ain't getting another ring. Don't you? I feel sorry for him, but it ain't happening, brother. What's up, Durante?
What's good, man?
I'm glad I can bring you in on that conversation, man. Good to see you, though.
Hey, Durante, you should have told the boy come down to South Beach. He was playing games.
No, I talked to him. I said, look, man, maybe South Beach might be better for you. He's in the offseason. Like, you know what? Nah, I like Giannis. And I'm like, then, 33 and 13. It's not bad.
Not bad at all, right?
It was not bad. So I'm looking like maybe South Beach ain't it for you, man. You good here. Somehow, some way, Doc Rivers gets a coaching job.
How you feel about 17 and 19, huh? 17 and 19 cents.
And they changed it because the defense was bad. I was like,
that's what he said.
Okay, all right. So 17 and 19. Now he hit me up, say, you know what? Taking my time to South Beach. I'm like, hey, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But
you should have texted him back. You're too late.
Nah, he can do it in the off season. He can.
He
can do off season. Hey, everybody else can do it. He can do it.
It's package deal. We got Scan Carry and some other pieces. We can get him.
Yeah,
all them broken pieces.
Shut up, Wesley. I'm gonna ask you no questions. Be quiet, sir.
I'm over here.
I mean, we'll see what happens, yo. I mean, the first round, so I don't know. I've been trying to catch up myself. So I've been all over the place.
Well, as long as Doc Rivers is over there, you ain't got to catch up. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
whomever they playing in 6. Don't you worry.
Don't do that. Don't do us like that.
I'm giving you that. I'm trying to not say you're gonna get swept. Okay, let me let you live.
Okay, I thought you meant whoever we're playing them in 6, and I'm like, don't do us like that. All right.
Oh yeah, I am doing that. I'm absolutely doing
that's insane. I never seen anything like
Doc
it.
Rivers coaching. Absolutely, I'm doing that.
Yeah, and if Giannis ain't 100%, I mean, Dame is good, but I mean, Chris Middleton be like. Look, he show up like randomly like mail. You don't know when you get him. He just be there at times, and then other times he don't be there. He's like, ain't nothing in the mailbox today. Yeah, Chris Middleton, he ain't here. So I mean,
he's part of this new mail system we got, man. They tell you, the new Amazon. They tell you it's gonna be there in 2 days. You see it in about 5, maybe.
Right.
I can see us. I can see Milwaukee getting past the Pacers. They have no experience. You got a couple guys on Milwaukee with playoff experience. They probably can get past Doc's bullshit. Once after that, the words I've been saying for a while, they on their own. That's all I'm saying. They on their own after that, bro.
Durante, once they go up 3-0, they better tell Doc he can't coach game forward. They better get somebody else to coach game forward. Because know what he do when he get a lead in the series.
They better off getting us to help coach. Like we can take each quarter. I'll take the first to get it out the way. Brant can come in the 4th. West, we got to put you in the middle to hide you. And then Byron's going to be the hype man. Like, you know what? 3rd quarter, I need y'all out here. When I need you, I need you. So we got the quarters right. We got High West in the 2nd. So,
well, I reserve the right to call upon Byron's expertise in the 4th quarter. I can't let the man off the bench. I might need a little help from the CEO during the 4th quarter. I mean, I can come up with some stuff, but every now and then you need a little hype even late in the game. So
yeah,
I'm cool with that.
Don't bench people that's hot. Okay, let's not do that. But also, let's not
my man 10 for 10, and I'm taking him out. That's crazy.
Right.
Ask Doc about it. Ask Doc about
It's
it.
insane, bro.
I think we need to manage his minutes. I'm gonna have him sit now.
Doc, this the playoffs. We ain't managing no minutes. It's win or go home, cuz.
Doc said, you know what? I got something for you. Hey, sit down. Excuse me? You want me to? All right, we'll see how this works.
Yeah, you ain't got Draymond Greens out there to start arguing and yelling at the coaches like that. So it becomes a problem real quick. You have people like Milton. All of a sudden he got hot. He ain't been hot the whole series. He hot. Doc's like, nope, sit down. Come on, back to the bench. Come on.
Right, stupid. I'd be like, no, ride the hot hand because we're gonna keep Middleton hot. We need him hot the rest of the series.
You need him hot the
Doc's
whole
like,
playoffs.
that's bad coaching. That's bad coaching.
You need him hot. But who am I to tell somebody that's been coaching for years what to do?
He's been robbing teams for years. Absolutely. Yeah, he's been doing that.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing that. He's been running teams into the ground. Yeah, he's been doing that. Get it. He might get them there. He might get them there. They might sniff it, but they ain't gonna get to touch anything.
He run them he just ain't coaching.
That's a smooth might. That's a smooth might.
Yeah,
I mean a smooth might.
Hey man, shout out Doc Rivers. You are a Hall of Fame coach. They're gonna put you in there. It's okay.
That's crazy though.
They're gonna put you in there. It's okay. Now that you need to stop though, because you're ruining your legacy. I tell you that right now. You keep tapping yourself these teams, and they keep going down. You need to stop.
I
didn't want you to be a commentator either, because I didn't like that much either. So
you're kind of stuck at this point. I don't know what to tell you.
It's called retire.
He's the Booger McFarlane of commentating. He tell you the things you already know. Hey man, we don't need to know. We know this is year 21 for LeBron. We all know it. You ain't got to tell us, Doc. We know.
He keeps saying it. Hey, but Kelvin, I tell you what, Doc and Kirk Cousins, they got the same agent, bro.
Hey, yo.
They got the same agent. They absolutely got the same agent. Sorry, Durante. What are you about to say?
You said he can retire. You do realize, like, when people retire, they go to commentary, right? So
no. I need him to retire from all things. He already been commentating.
You said all things. So you want him to retire from life too at this point?
He can keep participating in life. That's okay. He got.
He don't need a job. Durante. He just needs to go home and enjoy retirement with his family. That's what he needs.
He didn't got more money this year than he needs to get. He had 2 jobs. You know what I'm saying? He working too much in his old age. He can retire. Let it go.
And the crazy part about it, I had to say this for Doc. All right, there's 4 of us here, right? So it'd be like, all right, let's say Durante, let's say they gave you a head coaching job, right? And let's say I had been a head coach. I wasn't the greatest, but man, I had won some stuff, right? And I'm trying to help you. It's your first time getting the whole show, right? And if for some dumb reason they fire you, right? Absolutely not am I going to take this job. I don't care what y'all say to me. That's my homeboy. Y'all fire him. We'll package deal. You fire him, I'm gone too. I don't know what you want.
Doc said, you know what? You broke up with her? I got you.
Hey,
I'll show you how to take care of it.
Right on in. Hey, girl, let me holler at you real quick.
I'm like, you just recently talked to. All right, do you?
My man,
young age. I know some people that's done it at a young age because we was dumb young. We didn't care. But now you older, you know better. Like you know better. Like, come on now.
Doc is in his advanced age, but
Doc looking at 79. You know better.
Byron, man. I mean, are we right or are we right, man? Talk to me.
Let Doc play out these playoffs, man. See what's going on, man.
And we got no choice.
Okay, can I ask
I feel like y'all smutting his name, man. Y'all say you gotta let the playoffs play out, man.
I'm not.
Then some of them.
Okay,
I'm not smutting his name. I'm just saying, like, we've been down this road. So it's like, what have you done for me lately? Byron, you use that line. What have you done for me lately?
It's a new team, bro. Hey, it's the playoffs. It just started, man. Let it play out.
All right, Brad. What you got?
This is my first time on the show, so I don't know how it runs.
I want to ask Byron this. Byron, if Doc Rivers either gets swept in the opening round or has a 3 whatever series lead and coughs up another series after being up when he only needs one more win to close it? Can we finally lay this man's coaching career to rest? Can we tell Doc, we appreciate your contributions to basketball. It's time to hang it up. Can we send him
If
out?
he gets swept, then yeah, you go ahead and hang it up.
If he blow another 3-1, 3-2 lead, we can't tell him hang it
I
up.
don't see that with Giannis and Dame. I don't see that. I feel like Dame or will you?
Giannis is out.
Well, Dame, I don't see
Giannis
that
not
with
gonna
Dame.
play the first round, but he could be back. So they get past the first
That's
round.
the key word right there. The first round.
Dame ain't about to let this happen.
Okay.
I can't see Dame letting this happen. Middleton, Pat Bev on a chip so bad. Him and Dame had some issues in the past, but he said we're gonna put this behind us. We're gonna get this chip. Dame not gonna allow Doc. I can't see it. I just can't. If this man sit Dame and he got 40,
trying to be a bootleg Drew
if
Holiday.
this man had who?
Huh? Pat Bev. He out there trying to be a bootleg Holiday. That's all.
But
that's
Pat
all
Bev got
know.
D. Pause. But he got D. He got defense. Like I don't understand. Like
no Diddy.
Hey yo,
I
didn't come back for this. I know I didn't.
Absolutely, you did.
I go back in retirement. Go back in retirement. Y'all got Byron saying no Diddy. We'll come back to that in a second.
Absolutely.
Shut up. Now, no, what I'm saying is Pat Bev, mind you, Pat Bev has put up some good defensive performances. I know he ain't no Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday was doing so much extra that we didn't realize how some of these guys aren't that good on defense. Brooke Lopez is okay, but he was helping on, like, it was a lot of stuff that Drew did that we didn't realize until he's gone. It's like, damn, like, you really ain't dropping like you should, Brooke. Or, oh, you supposed to help on this screen. Damn, Drew already saw the screen come and pick it up, stuff like that. Pat can do that. And playoff time, we'll see what happens. I just think Dame not gonna let this game fall, bro. If Dame got 40 in the fourth quarter, he needs some rest. I might fuck around and get a ticket to wherever the hell they playing at and pull up on Doc. Fight me. Fight me right now. Who is you? Don't even worry about it. Dame's consultant. Fight me.
You better put some respect on Pat Bev's name, man. He can play some.
I am. But this one, for some reason, I guess because they look alike. I don't know. But this one, for some reason.
Okay.
What
did Pat Bev do when he was chilling on that Lakers squad?
Play defense.
Mm-hmm.
He played defense so good, y'all didn't even hear him. He even came out there taking up for LeBron. You see this? Look at this foul. He took a tech. That's the type of text I like from a player. Not no kick him in the nuts type of text. We ain't gonna talk about
not them Draymonds.
Not them Draymonds.
All right, I respect it. Hey, Byron, I just want to put on record. I said it when he got the job. I said it now that he's completed his season with the job, and now I'm gonna say it with him going into the playoffs with the job. It ain't it. It ain't it. Doc ain't it. You see with the record. He has a negative record since he took over, bro. They shouldn't even be in this position at the end in the playoffs.
Just let it play out, man.
I'm gonna let it play out. I hope I look stupid, but I don't think I will.
All right.
We'll review.
Well, yeah, we'll review. Also, hey, Durante, if you manage to make it, depending on what happens with Miami, if you manage to make it to the second round, which you could, I don't breathe easy, because one thing for sure, Eric Spoelstra do not lose to Doc Rivers, and I don't care what you're doing.
Hey, Brent, I'm just saying, y'all already know I love Dame, but I'm going with the Bucks because I like Giannis too. But
I mean, I get you.
If
but
they lose, is there room on the Heat wagon?
Hey, listen. We welcome all. It's a hard rocky road over here because we play like trash all year long, just enough to be in the playoffs, but not really good.
Well,
and every year we had these heart attack moments. Can we turn it on? I told Wes earlier. I was like, man, listen, I'm tired of this. Oh, we're gonna hit a switch and we're gonna be great. And Jimmy was talking in Sports Illustrated, telling don't nobody want to see us in the playoffs. Jimmy, we in the play-in. We ain't even in the playoffs yet. We got to get in. Now, I believe in Jimmy, and if the team is clicking right, yes. And then, yes, you're welcome to come in over. Bring Dame when you come. We bring Dame, and then we might be next level. That's what we should have had from the jump. But, the league was conspiring against us. The Portland Trailblazers couldn't let us be great. So,
Absolutely not. All right, before we get on up out of here, because we're going to jump on up out of here, but Durante, I want to give you a chance to comment on a couple things I think you might have an opinion on. What do you think about J. Cole apologizing for his diss track?
I understand why he did it. I just wish he wouldn't have.
Because I know you definitely are a bigger fan of rap beef and just battle rap and stuff like that. So I just want to get your take on it.
I get it, because J. Cole's people trying to say he sold. I was like, no. What he's saying is like
sold out. That's an interesting take.
Not sold out, but like he, giving up on hip hop. He's not trying to have he let the stardom go to his head. And I'm like, actually, not necessarily, because he's trying to pull away from this, whole beef. Like, mind you, he put out some. I was like, oh, Kendrick might fight you for real. No, but they actually cool. And he said, that's my bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't, I want people to realize I came through me, not beef. And he don't want to live off that. I think, like, he don't want to be known for, this the God of Kendrick. It's more of like a bad boy putting out albums, because he's putting out fire features, everything. So that's why I was like, I understand with J. Cole. I was like, I just wish you would have waited maybe till later, like let Rick Ross come out with his random ass shit. Then Drake did, like, I was like, damn, everybody come out the woodwork. Next is gonna be Jay-Z might stop. That ain't gonna happen. But I just think he did at the wrong time. He could have been like, let that marinate, see who else says something, and maybe not pull off the stream, because I was like, show too fire. Let's do a couple of times. Like,
he pulled it off.
Yeah, he asked if he can have a stream. I don't know if it's still up there, but he asked if he can have it pulled off. So
don't do that. No, leave that there, sir.
All right.
Maybe I have to go out here and get the. I mean, I don't know if it's still there. I gotta look, but I'm gonna look now.
But I understand why he did it. I just wish he would have waited till, because I mean, it was like, yo, hip hop's back, bro. Like this and stuff like that. It's not like he said anything like off the wall. It's just like regular battle rap. Like these motherfuckers going here talking about your mama. Like, but it's different with regular hip hop, like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. I'm talking about like battle rap, like, people have heard of Arsenal, Conceited, that type of battle rap. That's different. So it was just good to see for a little bit, but I just wish he would have waited.
You are correct, sir. He did pull it down.
Yeah. So
I guess that was the definition of Mike delete later. He did.
He did. He did. I was like, he ain't gonna delete this. I was like, oh no, J. Cole has become. I'm not calling him soft. Like everybody's like, oh, he's soft. This.
He's
like,
definitely not soft. I don't.
It's not J. Cole being soft. It's just he has a different type of respect. Which again, it's like we see where you're coming from, but we just wish you would have waited. Like a lot of people, I wish you would have waited. Just let that shit marinate out there. You know what I'm saying? See if Kendrick say something back. It won't hard beef. I think him and Kendrick also, from what I kind of read, I think he kind of helped Kendrick get on. So it's like I see why you don't want it to mend anything, but I don't think Kendrick was thinking that at all. He's just like, oh, y'all said that about me? Bet I'm coming out the woodwork. So, and that's how Kendrick is. Kendrick's more of like a technical battle rap. I mean, technical rapper anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Size 7 steppers. He said, I'm coming for him.
Yeah,
all right, one other thing that I want to, because this is something that you would have brought up, because you bring me these random topics, but I ran into it and I brought it up. Is Rondo a better point guard than Steve Nash?
I wouldn't have brought this up.
Okay.
I wouldn't have brought this up.
Okay, we talked about it earlier. I just want to get your opinion on it, and then we're gonna roll on about it.
I think I would have brought this up. Maybe. I don't know.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
What are we going by? Like, I can't get into this one. I don't know, man.
It's okay if you don't want to get
hard.
into it. I just want to
hold on. Let me ask you a different question.
Let me ask this question. What Byron say?
Well, hold on. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second.
What Byron say?
Let me give you an alternate question, because that's hard to compare them to. Like, is Rondo a Hall of Famer? Yes or no?
You don't like that question.
You don't like that question either. No, but hey, Byron, I asked that because I wanted, before you spoke, I wanted to see where Durante landed to see how close or how far away y'all are. It's interesting so far. Go ahead, Durante.
Let me go back and watch the show, then I'll come back with my answer. Shit, let me go back and see what Byron is. Off the top of the head, God, man, hey, I can't believe I'm saying this because honestly, my 5-point guards, if I pick Rondo, would be in it just because of just how he made a name for himself without scoring a bunch of points like constantly. He was an impact on the floor. He had decent defense, actually pretty good defense. He knew where you were without you even knowing. You know what I'm saying? Just like Steve Nash, but the only thing Steve Nash had was a better shot, just being honest, and he got an MVP. So.
Listen, even without being on the show, you got all the points, Durante. Look at that.
It just hurts to say. I don't think I could put him in there yet.
Okay, that's what Byron's saying.
I don't think I can put him in there yet.
Byron, you said that. Byron said, depending on where these people, these writers put that line.
These writers are stupid. Man, never mind. I didn't seen some shit in the last I didn't seen some shit in the last couple of weeks. I'm like, bro, I just can't. Like they were talking about the MVP race, like. Y'all are going strictly off of just the person, whereas in my opinion, SGA and Luka are like in my top like 2 for MVP, but everybody's saying Joker.
Oh, but that's just me. You know how they do. They always do.
That's just me though. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, come on, man. Like I get it. Joker quietly puts his stuff up sometimes, but Luka just they led in the last I think 2015 games in defense, like in top 3. And Luka don't play defense. So I was like, the Max? Who take that up? Somebody lying. But Luka's been impacting. So it's like you got your team, you drug your team like that. You and Kyrie. Now, if we look at SGA, that's a team that team could play in high school still. That team can still damn near play in high school. Hey, stop it. All right, maybe not high school, but definitely college. That team can play in college.
Well, they definitely get carded everywhere they go. They getting carded.
Exactly. And he carrying that team. I'm just gonna be honest. They might lose in the first round. But they might lose in the first because they don't have no experience. They just have no experience. So it's like but SGA is a good player. He's gonna carry as far as he can. He got my props. He's like, hey, you good. You know what I'm saying? You here to stay. But then when it comes to Joker, it's like we're gonna give it to him again. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get it because he's a center that just does non-center stuff from our day. So it's like crazy to see. But I just I would do SGA. Pause. I would do SGA or Luka. No Diddy or the fuck y'all saying.
Byron, how you feel about what he just said about the MVP race?
I mean, it's fine. You know,
you would you prefer SGA or Luka versus the old Joker?
Even Tatum up there too, low key, and that's low key. LeBron can be in the top.
I mean, you can't go wrong with Luka or Joker. So I mean, either one, it don't really matter. I never look at the MVP like the same, though. It don't matter to me.
What do you mean you don't look at it like the same?
Like, because it doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
I'm all about the finals, MVP.
I 100% respect that.
I respect it. I get what you're saying now. Because at first I was just gonna leave it like that. Then I'm like, okay. Because everybody's like, James Harden got MVP. I'm like, James Harden ain't passed the first round since I was 8. And he even been in the league that long. Like, stop it. He accidentally got the at the conference finals, right, with Russell and Kevin Durant. He had 3. It was 3 Hall of Famers on that team. I hate now saying Harden's a Hall of Famer, but I mean it's probably gonna happen. But 3 Hall of Famers on that team. Now that he went by himself, all it is just he's stacking numbers now. You can be a fan of him. I'm cool with that. But what have you done for me lately? So that's why I'm kind of
but he went to the finals though.
We're gonna find out.
Who?
James Harden.
James Harden.
He stunk up the joint, but he made it.
Yeah, he did. My fault. He did. Yeah, he did. But I'm saying though, all right. If we're talking about,
he stunk up the joint.
He did stink it up. But if we're talking about that, cool. But like Byron said, you got some season MVPs, but yeah, you went to the finals. But what else have you done for me? You know what I'm saying? Like besides Durant and Westbrook carried that team there, just being honest. He helped, but once you got to the finals, every time you get to a big game, you decide, I don't feel like playing. Why? Because points is enough for him. And that's cool. You got your bag. I'm not hating on that. So, but I'm just saying, like, how you're remembered more is nowadays by hardware. So
I mean, I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you at all. But let's go ahead on. We're gonna slide on about this thing. We got Durante back, people. We got him back for a short period of time. So we are gracious for him coming in and
I'm
joining
going back
us
in
real
retirement
quick.
because y'all saying no Diddy. Fuck this shit.
There's a whole lot of y'all. We didn't deliver that. We didn't deliver that. The CEO delivered that line. But that man is a businessman. So, sometimes he gonna say things controversial, but it's up in the bottom line. Hey, you missed it earlier. We're in quarter 2 now. So he's made profits in Q1. Q2, the sky's the limit because now he got spending money.
He got spending money.
What you about to say, Durante?
Wes had the audacity to text me and talk about some no Diddy. I almost deleted the fuck on my phone. I was this close. I was having a day too.
It was fitting for what we were talking about. I don't remember what it was now. It's somebody sent you. I don't remember what it was, but it's something.
He said no Diddy. I said not you two. Just not you two.
It fit because of what we were talking about.
That's the first time. Anytime I say no homo, he's like, yeah, but now it's okay to say fucking no Diddy.
No, I mean,
but Diddy a villain.
Then he had did you send Byron the same meme before? I know we're trying to close. I'm sorry. But did you send Byron the same meme that you sent me?
No,
the Diddy Eagles. Yeah, no.
I told you I don't send him stuff because I don't send him stuff on his business joint. I just don't send him anything. But basically it said that Diddy's gonna be the
he didn't send me nothing back.
He didn't.
He said he did.
It basically said, the Diddler is gonna be y'all's next featured person on the Tush Push, is what it was implying. This is what it was talking about. But that's not here nor there. We'll get
exactly, Byron. It comes from a Jets fan. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Hey man, the Jets out here in these streets. Get ready. But with all that being said, we thank y'all for tuning into the Experts About Nothing podcast tonight. We back. We're gonna try to continue to get bigger and better than ever. We would appreciate y'all liking and sharing and all that stuff to continue to grow us. But Brant, man, what you want to tell people?
Hey man, see something, say something. Check out Gifted Hands 08 on Instagram. Link to her website is in her bio. Get your events on the calendar. This next couple weeks is going to be a very, very busy time. So please get your stuff in. If you need custom decor items made, get your orders in. Your boys got a countdown in less than 30 days. We're going to be sunny side up, and we can't help you then. So right now we can help you. So while the calendar's open, get your orders in so we can get you what you need.
Hey, y'all be sure to check in to Gifted Hands. Like Brent said, the website is in the bio for Instagram. So go to Gifted Hands 08 on Instagram, and what is it? Just Gifted Hands on Facebook, if I'm not mistaken.
That is right. Gifted Hands by Holly, I think is
Gifted Hands by Holly.
Yep.
So y'all be sure to check in with her and get all your crafted things. They got a couple other side pieces to the business as well. So if you need a couple things made, little charcuterie and things like that, or you need a wedding plan, holler at the girl. She might be able to take care of you and get you right.
Yeah. So, and we have another giveaway. There's a t-shirt giveaway. So if you click on the post with the t-shirt in it, follow the instructions, you can win your free t-shirt along with some other goodies.
That'd be
man, I ain't messing with no more giveaways, and West gonna win.
I didn't do anything the first time.
He technically didn't win. He tossed it back.
But he won though.
He got that option.
I was minding
my good black business, man. It just happened to work out like that.
Hey,
West Ching.
Hold on. Earlier,
that's why I said no. I'm not participating.
He didn't cheat because
I don't want that to be a thing.
And I was here. She didn't cheat, but I would say this: Kelvin said that Doc been tricking, but Wes ain't got a trick because he got it like that.
Hey man, we got these streets, but we don't talk about that.
He got it like
that. West win, bro. It's crazy.
Here's the tough part.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I already
said he ain't tricking. Because my man gonna tell me, right? I was like, hey man, you won. Do you know you won or whatever? He's like, nah. He said, people gonna think that's a little suspicious because I said, you follow all the instructions. So then he said, but I'm glad to know my luck is still like that. That's what he's, ladies and gentlemen, I have that in writing. He wrote that to me. He didn't say it because then, that'd be here. It's like, I got it in writing. That man was like, I'm glad to know my luck is like that. So just
I think my luck is in favor or something. I don't think I said like that, but maybe I said that. I don't know.
Same difference, sir. Same difference. Semantics. We argue.
It's kind of like,
it sounds better that way.
It's kind of like Brian getting his son to play in the league. You know what I'm saying? It's giving me them vibes.
All right. Well, with all that being said, Big Dog, talk to the people. What you want to tell them?
Man, make sure y'all shop Big Dogs only, man. We don't do no setup giveaways, man. We just give away, So man, just shop on the site, man. Just shop on the site, man. For real though. I appreciate all the support.
What else did I say after I said that, Brent? What did I say? I said, well,
you don't need to defend yourself, man. Lies. Okay, Trump. Okay, Trump.
Hey, yo,
you called him Trump. Hey, yo.
No. Hey. I speak with facts. Brent can back me up here.
Let me get fake news.
Give it to Byron.
Hey, yo, chill.
He was like, well, Byron already got a basket. He good.
I did.
What?
I did.
What that got to do with my basket?
But hold on. To be fair, Byron, your name was still in the wheel, so she still spun. You were still.
And that's what he said. He's like, she gonna re-roll it, and then whoever wins wins.
And I was like, and if Byron gets it, he gonna have the option to have two baskets. I did say that. I wrote that to Wes. I was like, I don't know who gonna win. The funny part about it is the fellas were just dominating because it went after Wes put it back in. Holly's cousin won it, who's also a brother. So he won it. And I'm like, well, the fellas are just coming up, even though there was many ladies in there. The brothers were just cleaning up house.
Hey, the wheel knew that we needed some help. They like, look, we can help you out here, brother. We give you a little.
I'm gonna put it in my story tomorrow. Don't shop.
Hey, yo.
I wouldn't do that. That would be good. That would be good promo though. Like, don't shop. Like, just make a reel. Like, don't shop, get the hands. The baskets are good, but they be cheating on the giveaways. Like, something like that. Like, I'm thinking, could be good promo though.
This man is foolish, y'all. Don't pay attention to Byron.
That's not real,
bro. I'm thinking about good promo though.
Get you to clip this section. We might have to put something together here. That Byron, you might be on to something.
I'm thinking, bro. That's good promo, bro.
Section. Fuck that.
People like a little beef, bro. Since the rappers beefing, we might as well beef with the brand.
There's no shot that we doing this right now. Yeah, yo, hey, fuck all that. Don't even go to gift their hands. They baskets made out of glass.
Especially if they don't like me, so that's gonna get the traction. So I want them to hey, you gotta play with their minds, man.
Byron said he want to be a villain. Talk to me.
Whole time we eating.
That's right.
I ordered a cup and got a styrofoam cup. Like, don't shop for them with some dumb shit. Like, what y'all doing? No.
Oh man.
And y'all gotta drop a bar, each of y'all.
All right, but talk about the big dogs, man. What you got going on?
They just talked about it.
I did. See, you was trying to defend yourself on cheating. That you wasn't even.
And I was cutting you off. I was cutting you off. So I want you to big up your brand uninterrupted. Please do so.
Man, y'all already know. Just shop Big Dogs only, man. I got a whole bunch of treats waiting for y'all, man. Just stay tuned, man, for the summer. I got you.
Yeah, new drop coming. For good product.
New drop coming. I'm just patiently waiting on some stuff, but so we'll get the new drops coming.
I'm on Byron's side. Yeah,
cop the shorts, man. Cop the shorts. I just got some new shorts in. The sizes I got small, medium, large. I got to get the big sizes in, but cop the shorts, man. Because people been asking about them, but the big ones are selling out quick. They always sell out real quick, so.
Hey man, the fight. Not the shorts, man.
Because people bug me about the shorts all the time.
They get them right.
Look,
no, people do be getting them. I can't say that now. People do stick with it.
Also, smaller frame people Please shop Big Dogs Only so my man can get rid of the surplus smaller sizes so he can try to keep the bigger sizes.
Yeah.
That's not for you. All right.
No, it's not. Absolutely not. Y'all know it's big dogs over here. We out here in these streets.
Right. You know.
But shout out Big Dogs Only. Y'all be sure to check my man's out. Y'all see he got the new updated website. So it's on and popping. I don't know if the discount codes are active right now, Byron, but
Not right now, but I'm gonna redo everybody's discount. I think I'm gonna bump it up to 30% off. So if you got a discount code, it'll be 30% off.
All right. So y'all be sure to keep that in mind with that D-Brame 11.
Absolutely.
It's not active right now, but when it's back on the scene, hey, you might be able to get you a little something off your order. So y'all be sure to look into that. Speaking of D-Brame, Durante, man, talk to him and close us out.
Y'all stay safe. I know I've been absent. Life will hit you hard, but check on your people. I'm not saying they ain't check on me because they did, but just always check on your people because you never know. But I ain't gonna do nothing crazy, but I had some other stuff going on, friends and whatnot. But anyway, y'all stay safe, be good. And ain't nothing changed. Brush your teeth and wash your ass. That ain't changed. I've been going. I've been doing that. So y'all better still be doing that.
Hey,
But y'all be good.
Y'all be sure to capture.
Hopefully, I'm back. I should be straight, so I should be good. Should be good.
Y'all be sure to continue to capture that big brain energy and listen to what he's telling you. He said, "Get out here and wash and don't be stinking. It's heating up, and that odor finna start marinating and basking and baking and infiltrating people's noses. So please."
Like a
take care of us by taking care of you.
Bars.
That's all we can say. But with all that being said, this has been the Express About Nothing podcast, and we out.